There's some serious drama brewing behind the scenes in oil country, and yeah, it's getting ugly. After what went down in the Cup final, now there's a full-blown investigation that could shake the entire foundation of the franchise. And to make things worse, word on the street is a major decision about the future may have already been made behind closed doors. If you eat, sleep, and breathe hockey, you're gonna want to stick around because things are about to get real. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a second of this roller coaster. Look, we all know it still stings. Once again, the dream of finally lifting that Stanley Cup slipped right through our fingers. And yeah, it had to be the Panthers. Again, the nightmare that started in 2024 just replayed itself. And the feelings haven't changed. Frustration, heartbreak, and that same damn question. How much longer? Losing Game 7 last year was brutal enough. Doing it again less than a year later, that's a punch in the gut for one of the most loyal fan bases in the league. And just when it felt like nothing else could possibly go wrong, boom, a bombshell drops from behind the curtain. Gary Bettman and the NHL have launched an official investigation into the Edmonton Oilers. That's right, the league's got its eyes on us. The reason? Our use of long-term injured reserve, the good OLLTIR, involving none other than Evander Kane. According to Frank Saravalli from Daily Off, the league wants to know if Kane's return during the playoffs was fully above board. The guy went through multiple surgeries, missed the rest of the regular season, and then came back for the playoffs, where, to be fair, he put up 12 points and looked sharp, but the timing of his return raised some eyebrows. The league hasn't revealed what they found yet, but they've confirmed they're digging deep. So I gotta ask you, Oilers fans, do you think the team cut corners with the rules? Or are we being unfairly targeted here? And if you thought that was the big twist, you might want to hold onto your seat. What's coming next out of Edmonton could shake the entire roster to its core. We're talking big-name players, top-level decisions, and the NHL breathing down our necks. You're not going to want to miss what's coming. It could change everything. We need to talk about something that could flip the future of this franchise on its head. If you were one of the diehards cheering and hurting through these playoffs, stay locked in. What's coming next could hit hard. The season ended on a bitter note. Again, the disappointment showed up on our doorstep, and like always, it was the fans left answering. But now, it's deeper than ever. Time's ticking, and the same question keeps echoing through the city. What now? Connor McDavid, yeah, the face of the franchise, the best player of this generation, might be on the verge of making the biggest call of his career. And here's the kicker. It could go down as early as July 1st. According to Ryan Whitney, former player, an insider who knows the league inside and out, McDavid already knows what he wants to do. And whatever that is, it's either gonna spark a fire of hope in this fan base, or completely break our hearts. Is he staying, or is he ready to say goodbye to the team that's had his back since he was 18? He's got the accolades, the records, the highlight reels that feel like something out of a video game. We're talking 1,082 points in 712 games. Insane numbers. Even in today's NHL. He's been MVP, top scorer, voted by his peers. But the one trophy that really matters, still missing. It's not about talent. Truth is, even with McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard as the core, the supporting cast hasn't always stepped up. And let's be honest, our goaltending, yikes. Stuart Skinner's playoff numbers don't exactly scream confidence, while Bobrovsky's standing on his head for the Panthers. So here's the big question. Does McDavid want to keep carrying this team on his back, or will he start chasing that cup somewhere else? Does he still believe Edmonton can build a true contender around him? Think about it, Oilers Nation. Would you let the greatest player in franchise history walk out the back door like Gretzky? Did or do you? Do leave the front office needs to go Eland to keep him here and build a roster worthy of his prime? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think McDavid still believes in the Oilers' vision, or is he already mentally packing his bags? We've got another story coming that could rock oil country to its core. Major changes are being tossed around, and a big announcement could be right around the corner. This isn't just about the now, it's about the next 5-10 years of this franchise. Stay tuned, because the next chapter could hit like a sledgehammer. After that cup final, every Oilers fan is feeling the weight. The future's a giant question mark, and everyone's wondering what's next. With the rumor mill spinning and tensions rising, the Oilers front office is already on the move. Even without a final word from McDavid, they're trying to lock in a competitive lineup. And here's the latest buzz. A deal is nearly done with a depth piece who joined the squad late last season. But hold up, before we get into who the player is and what this means for the Oilers' future, I need your take. Is this the start of a full rebuild, or just a desperate play to keep McDavid around? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with every Oilers diehard you know, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into this bombshell. The name in the spotlight is Trent Frederic. According to Frank Saravalli from Daily Faceoff, the Oilers are close to locking him up on an 8-year extension. The deal's expected to fall somewhere between $3.50 and $4 million per season. So yeah, it's a long-term bet, but one that doesn't blow up the cap space. Frederic landed in Edmonton from the Boston Bruins before the trade deadline in a multi-team deal that saw a few moving parts, including Max Warner and some draft picks. Unfortunately, his start here was quiet. He only suited up once in the regular season due to a lower body injury, but made it back for the playoffs. In the postseason, he played 22 games, had 1 goal, 3 assists, and racked up 25 PIMs. Not flashy, but he showed grit and filled his role. Now at 27, Frederic brings some mileage. He's played 338 NHL games with 55 goals and 109 points. His 2023-24 season was a personal best, 40 points in 82 games. And looking ahead, the Oilers have a long list of guys without deals for next season. Corey Perry, Jeff Skinner, Connor Brown, and Kasperi Kapanen are all pending free agents. So, what do you think, Oilers fans? Does Frederic deserve that kind of term? Is he the missing piece, or just another gamble in the dark? Sound off in the comments, hit share with your fellow Oilers faithful, and of course, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing.